How we doing, folks? We here? We here? We're here. Are we clear? We don't want any more bears. We back. That's right. That's right. I'm back. I'm back. Friendship knife hands of nerdiness. Oh, there you are, Peter. How we doing, folks? We good? Alright, that's a sign, folks. It's a sign to me that we need to switch games. This is true. It's true. That's the sign. That's the sign. That's what we need to do. We need to switch games. So we're gonna play. We're gonna end the stream tonight. We got about 18 more minutes, 17, 18 more minutes. Why don't we play a little bit of Portal 2? I played Portal 1 mostly off stream, actually. So I didn't even play Portal 1 on stream, but I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. So why don't we... This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 50 days. In compliance with state and federal regulations, all testing candidates in the Aperture Science Extended Relaxation Center must be revived periodically for a mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look up at the ceiling. Good. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look down at the floor. Good. This completes the gymnastic portion of your mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise.
Exclamation point game.
There is a framed painting on the wall. Please go stand in front of it. This is art. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, stare at the art.
Huh?
You should now feel mentally reinvigorated. If you suspect staring at art has not provided the required intellectual sustenance, reflect briefly on this classical music.
Same time. Where do you guys meet in Vietnam?
Good.
Cacti.
Now, please return to your bed.
Mike, I met him through a friend who wanted us to connect because we were both in Special Forces. He was in Special Forces too. So I went and had coffee with him. Seemed like a cool dude. And then I was like, hey, do you want to come and do the podcast? He's like, yeah, sure. So that was it. So Peter Thomas, who was also on the stream, was the one that introduced us.
Good
Also
morning.
on the
You have been in suspension for
99999.
Oh my gosh!
this courtesy call.
Hello? Anyone in there?
Subject should vacate the enrichment
Hello?
center immediately. Any test subject
Are you
not emerging
gonna
from
open the door
suspension at this time
at any
will be
time?
assumed to have exercised his or her right
Hello?
to remain in extended relaxation. for
Wait.
no
Are you gonna open this
reasonable
door?
When I was watching the
Is this
Burnout
fa-
vid, I
is
thought
failure
you
good?
swore, so I watched. Oh, yes!
Oh God, you look good, looking good actually. Are you okay? Are you? Don't answer that. I'm absolutely sure you're fine. There's plenty of time for you to recover. Just take it slow.
Please prepare for emergency evacuation.
Stay calm, stay calm, prepare. That's all I'm saying, prepare. It's all fine, alright? Don't move, I'm gonna get us out of here. Oh, you might want to hang on to something. Word of advice, up to you. You alright down there? Can you hear me? Hello?
The heck?
Most test subjects do experience some cognitive deterioration after a few months in suspension. Now, you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage. But don't be alarmed, all right?
J-Man,
Although if you do
good to see you
feel
as
alarmed,
well.
try to hold on to that feeling, because that is the proper reaction to being told that you've got brain damage. Do you understand what I'm saying at all? Does any of this make... Okay, what you're doing there is jumping. You just jump. But never mind. Say apple. Apple. Okay, you know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight.
Steve
All
Lander,
reactor core
you came in
safeguards
right
are
when
now
we switched games.
non-functional.
We were playing Bad
Please
Company
prepare for
2,
reactor core meltdown.
and we got a couple minutes left in the end of stream, so I started to start
Hey,
playing
look, I
Portal 2.
wasn't going to mention this to you, but I'm in pretty hot water here. How you doing down there? You still holding on? The reserve power ran out, so of course the whole relaxation centre stops waking up the bloody test subjects. Hold on, this is a bit tricky.
Steve Lander, it's good to see you, my friend.
Nobody tells me anything. No, why should you tell me anything? Why should I be kept informed? You know, about the life functions of the 10,000 bloody test subjects I'm supposed to be in charge of. Why? It's close. Can you see? Am I gonna make it through? Have I got enough space?
I did, Eric. I did.
Just gotta get through here. I just gotta concentrate.
Yeah, it's very... Well, look, Eric, I mean, listen. You know, there were a couple people talking about it on their streams yesterday. I was asking, it kind of got lost in the sauce, but it was Russian spam bots, yeah, right? Yeah, I did. I heard about it, Eric. I mean, it has to be said that it's a tragedy and very sad. And everyone, you know, everyone's clamoring for, like, we got to do something. It has to be something has to be done, you know. And I agree, a lot of things have to be done. But you know, one of the things we can do is have a conversation about it. I think it's fine if you want to talk about it a little bit more. Maybe, yeah, I know. I mean, me too. Not crying, but just praying for what to do. You know, what the next step is. But National Guard reservists, every school possible, make Israeli police forces, everyone towns. I think that's. I generally think that's actually not a bad idea. You know, now it's not a one size fits all, because obviously when it came to what was the one? It was a couple. It was the really politicized one, where Kyle Kashev and those guys came out of it. Nick Mercer, good to see you, Nick. There was a person there who arrived on the scene, and they didn't go in. They were supposed to go in, and this one was stopped actually by somebody who wasn't, as I understand it, wasn't hired by the school. They were just in the area, and they went in and took it upon themselves, and they're the one that shot the... I think there's a lot of... Diamond, we're just talking about a little bit about what happened yesterday in Texas, the shooting. I mean, you know, you want to do something because obviously you don't want anybody to die, but it's like 19 kids, you know what I mean? It's just heartbreaking, you know? So one thing I would say, if you feel compelled to do research and to find out something, anything, even if each one of us did, oh, Diamond, wow, 2 towns away, goodness. Cadaver, good to see you, Cadaver. You should do something. Things like this should compel us to action. I'm not saying what you should do. There's probably a bunch of things you can do, but try to do something. And listen, if you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, if you're somebody who prays, yeah, you know what, guys, I can't say that. Because I don't believe in Islam and I don't believe in Buddhism. But I would say from my perspective as a Christian, my beliefs, prayers help. They do help. I know people get kind of cynical because politicians kind of make a meme out of saying thoughts and prayers and stuff like that. But they do help. They help change your attitude. They help change your perspective. Pray for the mental health of our youth, right? Wheels, the person who did this, 18-year-old kid, shot his grandmother before he did it, you know, and Acerbot, it has been a minute. It's good to see you, my friend. Things are good on my end. Really good, actually. Life is really good. I hope you're doing good as well. And listen, folks, I'm not even, you know, I tend to be, we don't talk politics here much, but I tend to be a little bit more, a little bit more on the Second Amendment side of it. I know that doesn't sit right with everybody, but even if you think, hey, more gun control, we got to vote for politicians and all, good, go do that. Go do that. If it compels you to action, then you should. Shinobi Streamer, good to see you, my friend. Sorry, we're kind of getting into a little bit heavier stuff towards the end of stream here. But it's a big deal. Like we talked about January 6th when that happened. This is a big deal as well, you know. But anyway, folks, you guys know that the primary purpose of this stream is to stay a little bit more lighthearted. I'm a regular person like anybody else. I keep up with the news. I try to stay informed, so I'm very well aware of what's happening. And we do have a section in our Discord called Current Events. If you want to talk more, yeah, that's right. You go to our Discord, it's called Current Events, and if you want to talk about it, if you want to share some deep thoughts, we have a safe, what is it called? What's it called, Amy? Safe space? It was a teacher. I don't think it was a teacher. Safe Haven, there you go. I don't think it was a teacher. I think it was it was somebody who was a border patrol agent or something like that, right? Jesus, 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 for those of us that are Christians that want to go and talk about our faith there. That's primarily who it's for. You know, I respect people with different beliefs, but I can't say that I want you to have those beliefs because I want you to be a Christian. I want you to believe in Jesus, you know. So that's just being honest and stuff. But of course, you guys you don't have, being a part of this community, you don't have to believe the same things that I do in order to be a part of the community. Most of you don't, actually. And that's okay. Because, boy, if there's something that actually will help, and you may not think it directly helps, but it actually does, a stronger societal fabric. People coming together, people talking to one another that believe different things actually will help. Because that's going to create stronger communities, and a stronger community can spot things like this kid before they act out. You know what I mean? Because, you know, that's a solution right there. But that's not an easy solution. It's not a simple solution, because it involves each of us taking a more active role in our own small communities wherever we're at. I'm a Celtic Christian. I have been for about 20 years. There you go, Sea Blender. There you go. Border Patrol agent. Yeah, I think that's who it was, Mike. So listen, strong spiritual beliefs can be very helpful to the overall fabric of a society, and to the creating of strong communities, which is what we need, I think, more of in our society today. In America specifically, I'm talking about, because that's where I live, but anywhere where you guys might reside. So, sorry folks, take it, yeah, that's right. Reach out, I'm telling you guys. That's the power of a good community, even one like we have on our Discord channel. You know, it's as strong as we want it to be. So, I just honestly don't think it's a simple answer to the other side of the equation. Gun control or no. People tend to forget in the U.S. there have been countries that have fallen because of massive gun control. But at the same time, I do understand that their weapons can provide a means for destruction. Yeah, Cacti. Everything in there is a totally valid way of weaving through in and out of the many conversations that need to take place. If the president's kids have armed school guards, then everyone should have them. God mode. That's not. I'm not entirely against that idea. You know, proper training. You know, it's the good guy with the gun argument, right? It's the good guy with the gun. The best way to stop a bad guy with a gun is with a good guy with a gun. I know not a lot of people don't like that. You know, not a lot of people agree with that. I was listening to a stream the other day about this very same thing, and they were very much on the other side about what they think should happen. And I get it. Portals. Oh, real talk. Sorry, Turtle. An armed society is a polite society, God mode. I understand what you're saying, my friend. I totally get that idea. It's not just being armed, though. You know what I mean? It's having principles that value human life, you know? Private schools, I think some of them do. It's really sad that we've come to a point that the discussion needs to be had. Well, Cacti, it's the times we live in, right? Every generation has their own responsibilities, you know what I mean? They have their own burdens to bear, things that we've inherited from different generations, or problems that are created that come up in our own society because of whatever different factors. It's just this is our generation. This is what we have to deal with, you know? It doesn't feel good, but it's necessary, you guys. One thing I have learned in my life, and if I could pull the age card for a second in my 41 years of life, is that it may not feel good to engage in difficult conversations and to try to help out your society, and sometimes it may feel overwhelming and like kind of hopeless, but you have to do it, you guys. You have to get involved. People that don't believe what you believe are very motivated, and they're very involved in society, and if you aren't involved, they're going to make the change that you don't want them to make. You know, they're going to make the change that you don't. So even if it's a stalemate, even if you go your whole life and nothing changes, whether better or worse, that tension, the pushing back and forth, you know, even that is something that one could be provided. Society is dead. Long live society. Oh, see, Blander, no. Don't play the blame game in discussion. Yeah, that's right. Case, you should be proud. You're a bright light. Oh, I appreciate it, Cacti. It's a hard subject people don't want to talk about, but people need to talk. Right now, we have political parties that won't agree with each other on anything. We have hard talks about all these things. Now each group is becoming more extreme. Thanks, Joseph. I appreciate your perspective, my friend. Sitting on your thumbs as a non-starter, yeah. This is my generation. There are many like it, but this one is... That's right, this is my generation. There are many like it, but this one is fun. If schools could have security, it's like with tasers or anything, that's not deadly, but it might... Maybe, Diamond. Maybe. Made a joke while waiting for an ad to play. Discussion is good. Carry on. Turtle. I appreciate you being here. It's good to see you. Well, shoot, folks. We didn't really get too much into Portal 2. We can restart it. We can play it again sometime. Maybe fit it in towards the end of a stream again sometime. But this is good, folks. This is good. You know, owning a gun was handled the same as owning a car. Licenses, yearly registration renewals, education on firearms to all, even if you never end up owning one. Also, mental health checks is obviously a big one. Part of time, there's some good stuff that I can agree with on what you're saying. The problem is, I think, with some of those things like licenses and stuff like that is obviously there's the freedom side, right? Or the constitutional side. Where does public safety and personal freedom, where do they come together and where do they intersect and where do they cross one another? Because that's an important conversation that needs to be had. People may feel very strongly about something and say, no, we gotta do this, but at the same time they're advocating for something. Listen, individual rights still matter, you guys. Individual rights still matter. It's the responsibility of a free society, right, to have these kinds of conversation, you know. Sea Bladder, Rainbow Six Extraction, that's the alien one, right? I'm about to call it a night myself. Okay, Cacti. Hey, have a good night. It's good to see ya. Wasn't expecting serious talk about it, but that's all right, Poggers. We're about to end stream, actually. This is probably a good place to stop. I have my test to get my permit. Oh, Russian hacker. Good luck, my friend. Yeah, I got mode emotions. You know, emotions are like flags, right? They're like signposts. They can be there to tell you something and give you some insight into what you think about a certain thing or how you might be feeling or reacting to somebody. I think you have to be careful letting them guide your decision-making process. And it's hard. Oh my gosh, it's really hard for me, you know? And it's ending. Oh, Toxic Bullet. I'm sorry, my friend. Listen, Mondays is Halo series. Wednesdays, for the time being, is Bad Company 2. And Fridays is Fallout. Fallout Fridays. We're playing New Vegas right now. Come back on Friday. We have a morning stream on Friday, Toxic. Also, we stream on YouTube simultaneously and also on Facebook. So, Sea Blander, I'm sorry you can't sleep, my friend. Toxic, I'm sorry you came to the end, but... Okay, so folks, one more stream. Let's cut it off there. Listen, I appreciate you guys' perspective. And I know some of you... Man, some of you are like, ooh, Israel. You know, why don't you see the truth about what we need to do? And maybe some of you are like, I wish that we wouldn't do serious cut talks on stream because I get it everywhere else in my life and I don't want it to be on stream. We won't do that every stream, folks. I promise you. It's not ignoring the problem. It's understanding that there's a time and a place for everything. And this stream is the time and the place to come in, relax, keep it lighthearted. Even though we know that stuff is out there, but you got to take a break every once in a while. That's what this stream is primarily for. So, Russian, I appreciate you as well. Party time, thank you so much. The one with the mustache. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. I've been waiting for you. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the happy family. I'm going to pinch your cheeks. I'm going to pinch your mustache. I'm going to pinch. Twirl, twirl, twirl. Yeah, folks. So we're going to be back Friday morning, 9 a.m., playing Fallout New Vegas. I love that game. I love all of you guys. Thanks, Dweez. Thanks, Dweez. Or Wheels. Hugs, Dracena. Hugs to you, Dracena. Turtle. All our ladies in the stream. All our lurkers. We love you and appreciate you all very much. I know. Really? You just got it, Nick? Why? Mike, thanks. Harvey, hey! Good to see you, Harvey. Good to see you, my friend. Go check out Harvey Larvey, folks. He streams on our opposite days, so you can check him out and me as well. He's playing, what are you playing, Harvey? Thanks, Soul Reaper. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourselves, folks. If you pray for the people in Texas. Pray for comfort. Pray for solutions. Pray for our country. Pray for your own country, wherever you're at. Thanks, party time. Harvey is legit. Folks, let's do a raid. Let's go spread the love. I don't know who is out there. Bams is playing. He's playing Tarkov. You guys like Tarkov. Oh, let's go say hi to Nico Ortiz. He's playing Ground Branch. You guys like that one, right? Let's do it. Let's go say hi to him. Maybe we can get a collab going. Let's go say hi to Nico Ortiz, folks. You make me very happy. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you on the next. We'll see you Friday. June is going to be a super light month when it comes to streaming, all right? But we'll be back in the middle of June, and then in July, we'll be back to normal. Got a wedding coming up. Got a other thing coming up, so take care. Oh my gosh, Scotty.
Now on this compound, bro. If you haven't played fucking Ground Branch, dude, you gotta get on this shit. You love it. Yo, shout out to fucking Happy, bro. He's a Green Beret, guys. Go follow him on shiftfire on YouTube. Fuck this dude, open this shit. Oh, they still think I'm in there. Dumbass bitches, bro. Please let me kill them. Fucking smart little bitch, bro. I told everybody one time. But Abby, I appreciate you, baby. Thank you for the raid. And I'll do this.